The 925 movement and the 938 movement are essentially the same model. The base movement for both is this one right here. This is, since we don't have the Jaeger-LeCoultre Moonphase version on hand right now, we'll use this 938 as an example. This is a modified 938 movement. We've modified it with an original balance wheel. You can see the original balance wheel has these 4 micro adjustment screws. And it's also been modified with an engraved bridge. In fact, for the 925 and 938 movements, the base movements are identical. The only difference is the addition of 2 different modules. This module is for the 925 Joker. No, the 925. It's a module for the Master Ultra Thin Moon. On this side is a Moonphase complication, with nothing else on top. The Moonphase and the date are adjusted via these 2 points here. And this is for the Joker version. The Joker module is different from the Moonphase one. It features a power reserve indicator, a date display, and a small second subdial at the bottom. This is the module for the 938 Joker, so you see, the same base movement fitted with different modules results in completely different watches. Now, let's look at this. This is the previous Joker version with printed text, printed lettering. This text here, it's printed on, not engraved. During regular maintenance, if it's placed in our maintenance oil, it will wash right off. That's why the engraved version won't come off and has a nice 3-dimensional feel. These are the parts that can be modified. This is an original balance wheel, and this original balance wheel has been converted to be free-sprung. The previous version had a regulator with fine adjustment. All of our custom-built movements can be modified to be free-sprung and fitted with an original balance wheel. Actually, for this balance wheel assembly, there are 2 upgrade options. Option 1 is to not change to the original balance wheel, but simply convert it to be free-sprung. The effect is like this: when the watch is running, even at a high beat rate, you can't see the screws, but you can tell it's missing the regulator. This is a relatively common modification. For those with higher standards, you can upgrade to this original balance wheel. With the original balance wheel, if you look at it like this, look closely, you can see the screws. If you hack the seconds and stop the movement, you can see the screws much more clearly. Another point is the engraving. I personally think this engraving is quite important. Regarding the 925 and 938 movements, a common point of failure. This part right here is prone to breaking. It's the screw for the setting lever. Due to the steel used, this screw needs to be tightened, and it's usually watchmakers who tend to snap it by over-tightening. You can't use too much force when tightening this. And another issue is that sometimes, when you pull, the crown stem can easily be pulled all the way out. The setting lever mechanism here is also prone to misalignment. Other components like the seconds wheel, minute wheel, second wheel, third wheel, and the automatic winding gears in this area are actually not very prone to failure. The mainspring barrel arbor might occasionally have a few cases of breakage, but the frequency isn't particularly high. A part that is more prone to issues is the balance wheel assembly. We've seen a few cases of this. However, with the balance wheel, if it hasn't been dropped or impacted, it generally doesn't break easily. The exception is if you drop it, hit it, or subject it to a strong impact. This can easily damage or snap the balance staff pivots. In terms of other repairs, we've had a few. We've repaired some that stopped running or were running poorly. After a cleaning and oiling service and reassembly, the issue is usually resolved and isn't a major problem. They are generally fixable. So, when the 925 movement was first released, many people said it wasn't good. But after observing it for a long time, the gear train hasn't had any failures. It's actually quite decent. It's not particularly bad, looking at it now. Then, there's this on the 938, this small jewel hole. The jewel for the seconds will pivot, right here for the seconds wheel. This small jewel is prone to cracking. You can see this bridge here is actually cracked. This spot is prone to damage, this jewel hole. The 925 version is fine in this regard. This small module here isn't very prone to issues. Basically, for modifying the 925 movement, there are three main areas. Another aspect is its return rate for repairs. The return rate is currently considered acceptable. There is a return rate, but it is not particularly high. That's all I have to say about this movement.